Out there, they cold embraced the lasso target. Armel died during lasso while cold embraced, which is, you know, just a testament to how much magic damage EG truly. I think really big moment there. Was Curse on cooldown? Or, because I feel like there was a potential there to curse the bat. I think he was BKB'd next to 1 or 2 allies, and yeah, maybe that could have saved Armel.
I was definitely waiting for that.
Yeah, I was surprised to not see that come out, but maybe a little bit of a misplay out from TNC.
Gabby himself, we haven't really seen a true team fight yet. I feel like one of these two teams is always trying to back up and just give up a kill and then reset. But Gabby's pretty tanky. He's got the BKB, the Blink Dagger. We'll be going for the Aghanim Scepter, which this game against the Leshrac, very good. I mean, that's 40% magic resistance.
I guess he doesn't have lens yet. That's lying. He wasn't in range. He could only cold embrace his TA because he was way closer to him, but playing Wyvern without lens 25 minutes in and relying on Curse is actually very difficult against this kind of lineup, so can't fault him too much for not getting in range for that.
Once
the lens comes out, will be way more reliable to solve the bat, at least pseudo solve, like we talked about. Who knows? If I honestly still think probably died. Could have looked more interesting for Lycan's prospects in the fight.
Well, Bach, he did have an Assault Cuirass lined up, but well, looks like a nullifier potentially, so that's kind of cool. So any Ghost Scepters that come out, or Eon Discs even, will be completely countered with that item. Very offensive in nature and offensive depending on your perspective. And EG smoking up here, offense with Firefly. Gabby's going to do the initiation, but there's the Winter stall him a little bit. It's going to affect him on the other side. Arteezy now attacking his own teammate. Now they're going to apply all the pressure to TA as Crit jumps in, but finally the BKB is popped off. Arteezy now on the run with that Pulse Nova, getting right-clicked down like none other by Bach. But it is a trade for the TA, so 1 for 1 to start things out. And now TNC trying to find cover. Their tier 2 tower getting very low next to the Firefly. Ovid doing so much damage in these fights. Now he's just going to jump in front of the tier 3 in a triple for Ice. In a 4 for 1 in EG's favor, and now Roshan is alive.
That was really good initiation tactics. This time there was a quick response from the Wyvern on the Curse, but what they effectively did was they isolated 2 cores at the same time. So Dragon Knight got pulled out of the fight, forced the Curse, and in the meantime Razor is sitting on TA. So they take both of these cores and just neutralize them. And Bach is therefore the only player with any fight coming out of him from TNC. He gets what he can in the Lesh, which is, you know, good job to him for finding a key kill at least. But there was nothing else to be claimed from them there. They were just flat out outmaneuvered in that fight.
Yeah, downside of this, EG just doesn't have a lineup to kill Roach. No. We do see the shard button ban on it. That's pretty cool. It's the double flame break. Okay, Finger of Death with the Impale. That's a freebie on Boomy, who's just trying to de-ward here.
So even if EG can't take Roche themselves, prevent TNC from getting in.
Right. Oh, there's the initiation this time onto Bach. Arteezy's getting destroyed by Armel. Gets the Yules off just in time. Looks like there might be a trade. Basically the same trade as last time. The Lycan for the leg. That Crit gets off the dust as Ice wants to continue on. And it looks like he's going to be able to get this successfully for now. Sly comes in, has good mana drain. Like they're going to lose 1 more member.
Somebody's on a roll.
Jumping with that Magnet. That's a triple kill for Crit as he's in the enemy base right now. And rolls out to safety. Has that Ghost Scepter in tow. Looks like he's just fine.
He's pretty good.
I mean, TNC, we get, 2 cores on each side dying here as Grim takes the tumble now.
Oh yeah. How did he die? Why is he out here?
Probably to late magnetize, maybe?
Like a super late flame break in base? Just ticked out over like 7 seconds in base.
I mean, it is a double flame break now.
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot to apply sticky napalm as well. That's true. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And with that talent in addition, that's nice. I don't think I've seen this picked up like super early from Batrider players in mid, so he's going for Octarine, so the extra cast range and CDR and all that good stuff. Very nice.
Not to get too ahead of ourselves, this is a very close game, but I just want to say now, if you win this series, you're kind of making a statement as Crit when you're playing Earth Spirit like this 2 games in a row. Like, this is a completely ignored hero in this tournament for the most part, at least in the playoffs. He has been owning these 2 games. Like, this game he's 3-0 and 14. Apart from that little misplay we laughed off in the middle where he missed 1 roll, all of his spellcasting has been phenomenal. This fight, yeah, he gets a triple kill, but it's not just about getting the kills. It's the way he does it, right? Like, really good weaving in and out of fights. making sure to even survive after diving the base.
I mean, you could argue that game
tower.
1 he was the MVP as well. He went to 3 different lanes and ended up getting a kill in each one early on.
Doing very, very
A
well.
wyvern's breath.
And he also didn't die like IceFrog, so
right
that
now.
gives him a +1 there too.
This is still a very close game though, so definitely not writing out TNC whatsoever from this. And from
They
the
will
series,
always have the Roche advantage.
They
That's
do.
the big thing here.
And their lineup is very explosive. So the reason EG is looking so good in these fights is that they're getting the initiation and taking the initiative. But you could easily see a kind of fight where TNC come out of a smoke, they Dragon Tail stun and Lycan shapeshift and TA burst, and they just kill RTZ instantly.
Yeah.
And then things can look really differently. Obviously, EG now with Crit getting an E-Blade.
He
Very
actually finished the full
interesting
E-Blade, huh?
pickup here.
Okay.
So looking to save his allies from TA.
Yeah.
Can also save against Curse. So a very nice pickup in this game. I agree with that very much.
Nullifier is
Last
getting
zone.
really close. Fox
That's
gonna
four.
get a freebie here. And now if they know that Roche is occurring, it's already at half HP. Dragon Form is already popped.
Bit of distraction
Nice
tactics here.
size. Yeah.
Not expecting this at all.
Yeah, not for now. They don't have the Bat Rider ult, obviously. Or you're trying to. They're not going to get vision. They have to buy back down with the Grimstroke. You see the Winter Growth on the ice side. Pop the BKB shortly after. He's going to get the Roche kill. And all the inside. It looks like Aegis has been snapped from Armel, so EG will get credit for the kill, but not the Aegis itself. Back to doing all the damage. Arteezy inside the pit, doing so much magic damage in there. Finally gets out here. We have Fly with that Finger of Death. Bach is going to be the first death, the main one for TNC is the buyback now at the Lion. Armel getting up to the high ground. Abed will get caught by that Dragon Tail. Finally brought down. Double kill for Armel thanks to that Aegis steal.
Who got the other items?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was Roshnum. Right, there's a
Yes.
cheese. The cheese they
Cheese and
used, I
shard.
heard that, but I don't know who got the shard. So there's,
Now let's see. Razor has
Did he get it on Razor, I
and
guess?
Grimstroke has it. So
I think Grimstroke bought it. He wasn't in the pit, right?
yeah, he died early on and bought back.
Dude,
so.
isn't the Razor shard pretty bad?
Actually, AUI was telling me yesterday that he thinks it's actually quite good.
18% chance when attacked.
Yeah, so if you're attacked, 18% chance, at least like a little lightning fork, and then anytime, 18% of the chance when you're attacked, I mean, and anytime it's a single target spell.
It's pretty
it'll
good
proc
against
off.
Lycan. There's a lot of attacks going into you when Lycan is hitting you. So
Yeah.
I guess the deflection there is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's. I am not convinced yet, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
Dyer's
you
mid
talk
tower
about how it's really good against
technical
PL because you have a million
difficulties.
things hitting at the same time. but
Right. For sure. It's
like
great
you
against
said,
PL.
similar thing to Lycan, just not as many. We're seeing a little replay here.
Are you sure?
I would hope so. Or else I'm just going crazy. But yeah, if you're TNC, I guess you're happy with that?
That's okay at least, right? You buy back, you... At least, I think you probably broke even. I don't think that shifted the game state a lot. I guess the downside is that you really were expecting to get this Roche, right? So you didn't really get to use it for very much with the Aegis cheese in that instance.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything got used, so you used everything.
Quick, gonna get caught out here. There's a jumper from Gavin. And the Dragon Form. Now the jumper from Crit to the other side. Looks like Arteezy will be third casualty for EG, and Crit looks to be next. You can see the nullifier from you, so no more Ghost Scepters for you, says TNC. Ice has to TP out with that BKB, so with that, TNC will likely get this tier 2,
Dyer's
maybe even
mid
more.
tower.
Sometimes really an anti-synergy there. We haven't even
Dire
talked about
buildings
that,
are
but
tough as
one of my
nails for
least
now.
favorite heroes to play Wyvern together with is actually Grimstroke for that exact
Dire's
reason. When you
mid
get the
tower
Soulbind
has
on, if you curse
Dire
either of the
couldn't
targets,
hang
they
on to
both
that mid
cursed,
tower.
and that means they're just hitting, like, everybody in the area is just hitting, but nobody's taking damage.
Yeah.
So effectively, you turn it
Dire's
into this
mid
bigger
tower
AoE stun with
has
0 damage. Depending on the situation, can be good. In this instance, it worked fine. They got the double stun. Wyvern herself got the kill onto Leshek with a Splinter Blast, and then could isolate and kill the XSplit after. So it worked out well. Time around for TNC.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wyvern almost having the dagger now, by the way. Really great item. Did think he might go for the Glimmer. But he is prioritizing the offensive style.
Dyer's bottom
The guaranteed
tower's getting
curse
the business.
obviously also will be good defensively.
Dyer gave up the bottom
This
tower.
might be the earliest nullifier I've seen in pro games, and it is. We saw it in that last fight. No Ghost Scepters. No, that thing has an A on this yet.
Like
but
it
now,
needs it this
now they just won't.
Just flat out
go
needs it.
for it.
They might even buy 2. I wouldn't be surprised
Oh,
to see
take that.
Armel looking for his own to replace that magic one, just because he currently does have a Daedalus
Guess what's
queued
happening
up,
to
but
Dyer's
I don't think he
bottom
can
tower.
necessarily rely on Bach to
A wyvern's
remove it every fight. If he can set up his own kills, that's good, but for for now. They are playing it that way.
Boomy breaking at least part of a smoke here for EG.
He doesn't know he did it.
Yeah, that's true.
Or no, that's their work. He saw crit. Very nice.
And these wolves are really annoying for EG, not just for the Inkswell, but obviously just the vision in general. It's providing pretty good value for TNC.
It's still the most underrated part of Lycan,
because nobody wants to micro. They just want to be a wolf and run around right-clicking people.
It's the fact that you have vision that the enemy team, it doesn't really matter how many sentries you have, they will always find information, right? You either have to kill them or you're going to show. It's kind of like Beastmaster Hawks, just that they're fully mobile.
What do you think about Abed is building an Aeon disc? What do you think of that? Into a nullifier. Do you like that? Do you see the jumping from Gabby and now Big Black Dragon, that BKB RTZ. Well, pops the bloodstone. There is that nullifier. Look at this thing go to work. My goodness. RTZ is down in the fountain now.
Dragon Tail coming up.
Soulbind on the 2. They're not able to combo with anything, but the right clicks are enough. Okay, Winter's Curse gonna hold us off for now. Wyvern makes things very awkward indeed, but in the end, TNC clean up 3, and this is looking very good for them now.
Their lineup.
No buybacks.
Oh my god, it's a full minute. They could take 2 lanes. This lineup pushes towers like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
Super quick. They have Dragon Form, Deso on TA, and a Lycan. Just wait until these guys get to high ground.
Just you wait.
I think
Dyer's mid tower.
Maybe you YOLO this is bad, and you like try to kill Dragon Knight with Bat Earth Spirit in the tier 4s. If you don't, you're just losing 2 lanes.
No
Even
breaking
if the
through
play
the Dire
fails, maybe you
structures
delay
for
them long
now.
enough that your
Dyer's
course
mid
will
towers
spawn. The
haven't
alternative is just
detected.
conceding a lot here. Wait, do they not have any creep protection? Do they have this mid wave? Nobody's pulling the mid wave.
Yeah, they can get mid and top.
Yeah, for sure. This is 2
Tier
lanes.
2 still survive.
Look at these racks.
Dyer's mid
This
rank
is
ain't around no more. The Dyer's mid rank.
a lot of minus armor indeed.
Dyer's top tower's getting beat down.
Still 15 seconds for RTZ to
Dyer's
respawn here. I
lost
don't
the
think they're
top
going to move without him. Bat Rider, Abed does have his ult. Yeah, they're just going to concede
Nothing
these
left
two,
of
knowing that they
Dyer's
really
top
can't do anything
ranks.
about it. The 2 racks
Dyer's
for
top
TNC as they
didn't
come
make
back after getting 3 total kills last game. And they've come back with truly a vengeance.
Yeah, they're not done yet. They have a trap in space. They see crit.
Gabby. They buy back into the game now. There's the Winter's Curse again. BKB activated by Ice. Just dive back, and this looks like getting the end for EG in game number 2. Nice double flame break from Abed. They're trying to hold this. RTZ with that Bloodstone healing up quite nicely. They did take out the Lycan. Gabby looks to be next. He's in human form. This is the time to kill him. TA in the meantime, they're getting okay, double kill for RTZ. They're actually turning this. Tim's in the meantime.
Somebody's on
will get hexed though.
3 down.
So a triple kill for RTZ. They technically hold. Did cost a dieback onto crit. And obviously 2 racks down, and I don't know what they can get out of this other than those kills.
Looking at how good that double curse was, I hope we get a replay of that. That looked like that was going to end the game. He did a 4-man stun, basically, for the full duration. That was a 4-man 5-second stun. A little bit of damage dealt. I think this is after the curse, actually. I do believe, yeah, this is the aftermath of it. But just, the refraction is not very effective here.
Radiant
There's just so many
structures
things
must have been
breaking in between Earth Spirit and Bat Rider, so Armel will eventually be taken down here. And like you said, Bach, maybe a little overconfident in this instance to just stay in. Obviously had the option to run out there. And they're doing a very nice job here controlling the TA and chain stunning. So, yep, you're right. EG do hold, but
Trouble brewing
their
at
chances
Radiant's
of winning
bottom
this game
tower.
were live fully on the 3rd row.
There goes Radiant's
If
bottom
you get
tower.
that as TNC, I'm basically going to call a game there and then. You can't give one away. You absolutely have to get to that area, get some wards down, get the control. And ideally, I'm trying to think about who you lasso, actually, as Abed. If you have free choice, do you maybe even get the Wyvern? If you could.
So right now it feels like Lycan's going in, applying Nullifier to somebody, and that person dies every single time because they just have nothing.
Yeah, maybe you lasso the Lycan.
It cancels Yules, it cancels Ghost Scepters, and they're building Aeon discs still.
Right.
I believe RTZ is about to finish one.
He's going Lincoln.
Oh, he's going Lincoln's now. Okay.
So they've been prioritizing getting the TA and lasso primarily because it's such a feel-good pick for the Bat to go on that hero. But I do agree. I think the Lycan is a better target. Oh no!
Yeah, Abed a lot of trouble, possibly BKB, but there's the curse.
It's a short one.
It is. You'll get a tie ground just fine. Oh, that took
Did not assemble his Aeon disc. He has it ready to assemble any point.
You waiting for somebody to get nullifier before combining it again?
That should work. Then it stays on your right. It's a continue.
No, you wait for him to use it on somebody else. Bait your teammate.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I don't know.
Well, he hasn't used it a single time, right? Can you disassemble Aeon disc whenever you want now?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember if that item is... honestly, that's one of the most random things in Dota, which items are disassemblable.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, he's not even going to use it, is he? Didn't he just finish it in Octarine core now? He used one of the the components in that. So he's committing fully for the offensive build on Bat. I do believe.
No, either way, 10K network lead for TNC.
Victory!
Yeah.
As you're right, EG, it comes down to this next Roshan. Otherwise, they're going to be in a heap of trouble. But they do have the initiation possibility. If
Like
they can
25
try to pick somebody off, that's true. That's the Diabolic Edict talent. I assume that's what he took, right?
Yep.
So that is massive. If you get one team fight with no buyback somehow, which seems a bit of a stretch, as we see, lots of TP base. All right, we got creeps in our base. Let's take care of that. But they do push extremely fast as well. We can't underrate EG's pushing capabilities.
And they all leave together because they know if they TP even 1 or 2 heroes back to base, they're just exposed.
Yeah.
I really like that family TP, to be honest. I think it was the right one. Yep, now it is. Oh, Tim's.
All right, good. Fly, pops the ghost sector for now. There's another fire. Anything. That's actually a good target. Ghost actually the first to fall here. Curse onto a couple heroes. Bad Rider with the BKB still activated. Getting beat down by his teammates. Along with the TA minus over there. Enough to take on that out of the game for 2 full minutes. Dragon Knight pops that BKB. And Bot already has a double kill. EG kind of dropping like flies. They did get the support kill.
Spoilers.
Our team, all right, they're actually combining onto Armel. They find a 3rd kill in this fight. Can they find more? Gabby blinks out with an overwhelming blink. Bach no longer in his Lycan form. Uses the nullifier. It looks like he's going to be the 4th to fall. EG somehow coming back in this game. And Roshan is up for the taken.
How did they
I have
fight?
literally no idea how
That
to
was
win that.
a 5-man curse on Bat.
Maybe these
that
curses are...
That is not Wyvern's fault. Don't
Maybe
you
it's
dare.
all his fault.
Don't you dare make the narrative that that's the support's fault
I'm
for
pretty
solo
sure it
killing
is.
an enemy core. Look at this wonderful curse.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And get crit after. I think the primary issue here is honestly Armel laying into the... committing into the curse. He positioned himself so that he was exposed against Razor after the curse ended, when he could have played that safe from a distance and trusted that the curse would either get the job done or a little bit of help from Lycan or DK.
They can't. Are they not going for more? Are they just double backing here? They know that these guys are dead for quite a while. They just want to make sure the overwhelming blink doesn't come in from Gabby. They have vision there.
If you just get this Roche, I think the game is even though they're 2
is this an Ags Roche or a refresh Roche?
It's a Roche is tough, but the Dire's tougher still.
We have a 10
Very good for both Flesh and Bat, though.
Oh yeah. Well, it's good for Razor.
Exactly. So, yeah, give that to Bat. I think...
You don't like it on Razor?
Yeah, it's also good on Razor. That's true.
He doesn't have like the Ags build, but, you know.
It's definitely still good.
Still not too shabby. All right, so EG get the 3rd Roche of the game. And now Arteezy has that all-important Aegis, which again, on Leshrac, one of the best heroes in the game to have this on. The refresh of the HP and mana. Is going for the heart, so you called it early. It'll be a very late heart.
Yeah, not the build order though, right? He did go for the Bloodstone. That was the other one we thought it could be, and then he went Linken's. And
I mean, Linken's is pretty cool because now you got to expend something before Nullifier comes out, or you just Nullifier the Lion like you did last fight, which doesn't matter, right? You kind of want that to happen if you're EG.
Yeah, I thought the way that fight started with Lion also just getting in trouble immediately. Once again, that fight was going to be better for TNC, but obviously Fly had buyback. Reconnected to the fight on the outpost and had a large impact in that fight. I want to highlight just how hard this game is to play Lion, and I think Fly's actually doing a really good job. He's 2-10 and 11, which might sound like a bad scoreline, but it is. If I had to pick one core matchup, I really don't want to face this Lion. Like, number 1 is probably Lycan. It is so terrible when he has a game. Close to that is probably some of the illusion carries, like
mid tower's coming apart.
It's also really annoying.
Yeah.
As is being shown here, he does have a decent amount of health at this
Radiant's
point.
mid
2k
tower
health with the
ain't doing
talents
so
he
good.
has chosen. He has opted for the max health per finger kill in this game.
Hell yeah.
Most clients we've seen have gone for the Earth Spike cooldown.
Nice choice, Fly.
He's building up. He's queuing a Force Staff right now. I wonder if there's any merit to considering some sort of armor as well. But obviously Force Staff can create a little bit of distance against both TA and Lycan.
The Dire best do something about
so
that
many
bottom
Ghost Scepter
tower.
Yules and
Radiant's top tower's in
with only
bad shape.
Nullifier, you only use that once in
No
a fight,
breaking
right?
down
So
the
he's gotta
Radiant
choose
structures
wisely.
like this.
Yeah, how are you going to use that Force Staff when you get Nullifier?
Radiant's
No,
top
talking
tower's
about how
hurting.
multiple heroes, like
Guess what's
everybody's
happening
a
to
nullifier
Dire's bottom
target
tower?
technically, but you
Radiant
only have one
lost the
nullifier
top
to
tower.
use.
Right, so you mean he's like doubling down and they will have to go on him because he has Force Staff, or?
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
So the
Radiant's top
loses
tower's
use, or
hurting.
Actually,
loses
that's my favorite thing
effectiveness.
about casting is when I don't even have to do it. When I'm casting a game and
Guess
I get
what's
told to
happening
shut
to
up.
Dire's bottom tower?
Tier 2 tower down for EG now, as they're crawling back in this game.
Yep.
A
The
much
Dire
different
best
game
do
than we saw.
something about
Full
that bottom
utilized in
tower.
terms of the gold.
Absolutely.
Still down 2 lanes of barracks, but the reason I put them on even footing
Radiant's
here
top
is
tower's
this
taking
Aegis
hits.
cheese is very, very big, and the
Dire's bottom
refresher.
tower's getting the
Their raw
business.
fight going
Fortification
into this
is
fight.
forced. I mean, this is a fortification with literally just Arteezy. They didn't even require much resources at all.
They have to glyph. It's the Edict.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just takes the tower on its own. So he's going to head to bottom. He has 30 seconds on his TP.
4,500 HP, by the way.
I wonder if he's keeping the ninja gear. Is there really not a better option for him to like swap in?
It's a good question.
I guess it gives move speed.
Well, I believe tier 4 items are soon, right? Another couple minutes, so... Or that already happened.
That is what it's already
Oh,
happened.
it's already happened. Okay, so they're
That's
just
the
holding
ninja
on to
gear.
a bunch
That's a
of
tier 4 item.
Yeah,
You know
that's
everything about tier 4 items.
I know.
That's
It's
tier
been a real late day today.
Yeah.
Minute and a half left on the Aegis. All right, if this is a tier 5 game, I'll be happy. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Another nullifier. Okay, Dragon Knight. That's what he has his sights set on. But quite a ways away. Still a full minute on this Aegis.
God, he's so tanky. 5k health, 40 armor, satanic.
Yeah, I think you just ignore Dragon Knight. In all likelihood.
I do have... Yeah, you probably do. Like, you just have to settle for something else. I still think the absolutely key thing that EG have done a really good job at is getting static link on the TA. Like, make sure you get on top of Armel. Because you... As Phaser, yeah, you can drain the Dragon Knight. He's still going to be stun bot. But you ruin TA's fight by getting the drain on her. And Lycan you can't really control.
And Armel working towards the Aghanim Scepter. I was kind of surprised he wasn't going for that a little bit earlier, but it gives him that global presence.
I like that he did do it in this game, actually.
Why?
Because I think they were forced to take these fights, and it doesn't nearly have the same impact in the
Dire
fights.
best
Like you
do
said, it's about the
something about that
mobility
bottom
and the
tower.
global pressure. But I don't think it was in that type of game. I think he needed everything he could to have team fight impact. Because he is as countered as he is by this Razor and Batrider. It was good. I don't even know if you should buy it now, to be honest, but I'm not really a TA expert. I'm wondering if there's like
Guess what's
some
happening
sort
to
of
Dire's
combat item
bottom
instead.
tower?
that would
Dire
have an
just
impact.
couldn't save
Maybe
that
as logic
bottom
is with
tower.
this, he can at least get out of static link after a short channel.
Arteezy's net worth is
Yep, he's pretty big.
redonkulous at this point. The Aegis is now gone, so you can put that Yules back in. And will this be about Roche number 4, Cinderin? Is that what it'll come down to? Or will it be the tier 5 items? Or will it be a server crash? What will happen first? Gabby sitting in the trees here. Of course, with that overwhelming blink. We've been seeing a lot of people stay in melee form to be able to get off the instant stun with that Dragon Tail before popping the dragon form. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how they end up starting this fight. But yeah, dead even game now without the Aegis. I believe Cheese is still on somebody at this point, unless they use it in that fight, as well as the refresher.
Backpacked on Ovid currently.
Yeah.
Yes, the refresher in his active inventory wants to get double lasso.
I mean, Ninja Gear gives move speed, right?
It does.
It says 30 move speed or something like that. So
But they just swap it over to Ovid now. It used to be 30, I think. It got nerfed.
okay.
So what did Lesh get now instead of the Ninja Gear? So they gave him back the Psychic Headband. Okay. That's decent. It's a lot of int on Lesh. It gives percentage int.
Man, if he had gotten Flicker, I would just call the game for EG. That is the best tier 4 item.
It's so funny how that was considered pretty bad.
Well, now that it's
No.
guaranteed to go in front of you,
Yeah, it's a really big
and it
difference.
dispels, and it gives move speed, so in some cases can replace boots.
Double
It's absurd.
damage.
I cannot believe that's actually not been nerfed. Very good item. Feels good to get it.
It's conceptually weird, right? Like, how would you nerf that concept without remove? Like, if you remove the dispel, it's bad, right?
Well, you can just increase the cooldown. That's a pretty easy way to do
so.
it. I mean, it's like a 4 or 5 second cooldown. That's pretty freaking low.
Right. That's kind of the concept of it, as with the name and everything, though, right? It's supposed to be like some sort of little...
Oh, they actually have a dead item. Nobody can carry the, what's that sword called?
Penta Edge.
Edge. Yeah.
To Earth Spirit. It's going to go crazy.
Yeah, true.
I'd rather have the Cloak of Flames, understandable.
I would say not the craziest items drops from the tier 4 for each respective team. I mean, we have...
Would have liked a Timeless Relic on EJ, I think.
Yeah, Timeless Relic for Leshrac.
Did neither team get Relic nor Prism?
I think Wyvern's holding Relic.
Wyvern has a Relic?
Which, you know, it's okay, but...
Yep, that right.
Not the best. All right, this is just a waiting game for the next Roche. I think when the next Roche spawns, we're going to see an enormous fight, but then everybody's going to have buybacks at that point, I would assume.
That makes the fight no less enormous.
It's going to be even. It's going to be double enormous, and then maybe we can get my dream of casting a tier 5 item game.
Seems more and more likely now. We're just 10 minutes away.
Can't wait to have this very long discussion with you about these items.
Yeah, I don't even know how they work because I never have 1 hour games.
I know. I'll explain every single one of them to you in great detail, my friend.
You know what
we're not
I
there
want?
Yet.
If we get a tier 5 item game, the thing I want more than anything, and that is a game-winning Book of Shadows play. I want that.
Yeah, I would be. Everybody thinks the item sucks.
Some
pro players think it sucks, but then some people are like, it's very situational and can be game-winning. So, yeah.
I just want to see Book of
Shadows. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Or I can getting the Book of the Dead.
Oh my God! Then Lycan becomes his old self.
Double Lycan.
Yes, that is. I mean, the actually is considered a good item as well. It used to be considered absolute garbage. But he is going Aghanim Scepter now, so we might see the bite onto Armel or onto Gabby. Who would you actually prefer?
I think the bite Armel.
He does do the most damage, so you get the... I mean, it's also about the lifesteal as well. It gets shared between the 2 targets.
Getting move speed on TA seems really good this game, right? Like, you want to run around the fights. Armel currently is sitting on a measly 350 move speed in a 50-minute game. TA just cannot... Okay.
He's flight up right now, and like you said, has a refresher shard available. You played in the last major All-Star match. I was going to see the instant initiation from Gabby onto Batrider. Lincoln is applied from his friend. BKB is popped. He gets the lasso up onto the team. Not sure if Easy actually wants to fight. Artist can finally jump with that Magnetize, but again, with all that magic resistance from Dragon Knight, not going to be taking anything. Abed buys back into the game, but look at this damage from Ice onto Armel. Abed as well, trying to stay alive here. Refraction is going to be eaten through instantly. He moves to buyback, has 2 more support to die for TNC, and now with Teasy with the diabolic edict talent, they might they're going to drag the Dragon Knight all the way down to the low ground. Really have enough damage to actually take him out. The Cold Embrace will keep him alive for now. There's a nullifier flies on Teasy now. Not going to save him. Does have buyback still expended as well. And now EG on the run. Flying hops that Ghost Scepter. They're on nullifier again. This could be a kill on Gold Lycan. This could be pretty big if he can get this last right click, but no.
That's 4.
Cold Embrace here to save them. Extra kill for Armel. And now this will be a dieback onto Arteezy. He ends up going down. He is screaming in the background.
Down they all go.
Rampage for Armel.
Dire's mid towers having technical
GGs are called.
Someone's having technical difficulties.
It's gonna go to a game 3. Holy game!
The Radiant done it.
What a game! Didn't get the tier 5 items, but I'm pretty satisfied. This was a nail biter.
That's a crazy way to end that game. Like, complete radio silence for both teams for like 10 minutes. And then suddenly you get like 10 kills within the span of 40 seconds. Really, the deciding factor in this last fight, largely the position on the map